Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down. 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 Let me break it down for you.
And isn't it amazing? Took a little patience. Look at all the faces I shot. Running on the pavement, working like the gray shift, trying to make my way in this bitch. What I'm gonna do when the youth is gone? What I'm gonna leave for my son? Every single day I'm running on the pavement till it's done. Oh, how they love me when the game is strong. Oh, how they love me when the money's way long. Oh, now they wonder if the hype is real. Oh, now you want me when I'm off the radar. And isn't it amazing? Took a little patience. Look at all the faces I shot. Running on the...
And I'm back once again. It's the Uncle here to bring you another dope album review. And this week I'll be covering something on the R&B tip. So the hip hop heads, I don't know if you're gonna like this or not, but if you was from my era, you had no choice but to download this just to see how it was going to sound. And we're talking about my man Babyface coming back out with The Return of the Tender Lover. Now, before I get into that, you know darn well I gotta tell y'all about my pickups, and complain all you want. I'm gonna tell you like I say all the time, I really don't care. I picked up a few things this week. I could tell you the end of the quarter, it's not like last year. Last year some classics was coming out, but this year, we gotta, come on music people, we gotta pick it up. It's almost the end of the year. But I was able to grab something really, really good. It's a nice reggae group out of Philadelphia called Jeremih. Now, very, very versatile. They've been doing a lot of live performances throughout the city, and they have a nice album called Rising High. And if you're looking for some great reggae music, the first single is called Rising High, and it actually features Freeway, which is a really, really dope album. Crazy Bone is back with Chasing the Devil. I was able to get into it a little bit. It sounds really positive. I wasn't able to listen to the whole thing, so I'll get back to y'all on that if it's something for me to get back to y'all about. Twista came out with a nice little EP called Living Legend. Been around for so long. Chic Luch is back with Silverback Gorilla 2. So if you're looking for some nice street music, you want to jump on into that. And of course, I love this group, Coldplay. Coldplay, A Head Full of Dreams came out last week, and that is very, very good for all the Coldplay fans out there. I picked this up, and I can tell you that I'm disappointed in it because this is not how my man used to be back in the day. He's completely pop music now, and I love the Goody Mob days. I love the Outkast days. I love the Organized Noise days. And my man, CeeLo came out with Heart Blanche, and I could tell you, I got like halfway through that, and I just cut that joint off. And something I actually had for a while, and I just decided to listen to it on my way to the market today, and it was actually very enjoyable at the beginning. Jalil Beats did a track on this album, which had my interest peaked, and it's Capone and Noriega, and it's called Lessons, and it was slept on. I had it for months, and I could tell you I didn't even bother to even press play, but I could tell you it's actually pretty darn good so far. So that's my pickups. I'll be back to y'all in a second.
They in my car. I'm screaming like, yo, I got him, I got him.
Okay, now before I actually get into this first review, I'm going to touch on something before I actually get into Babyface album. I just wanted to show y'all, or tell y'all rather, My shirt is actually provided by this beautiful company in New Jersey called Cap Swag, and they got the dopest hats that I've seen in a really long time. You can actually get custom made hats, which I actually have one. If you guys can see, that says Uncle Briss. Flip it around, whatever you want to do. But Cap Swag, very dope. I'm going to go back for more, and I'm going to just get a slew of these hats because I can actually get whatever I want on it. Alright, so I actually downloaded Jeremih Late Nights, and I am appalled that Def Jam would even I don't even know if he's even still on Def Jam. He might be, whatever. I didn't even bother to look into this. I actually enjoyed the early years of Jeremih. But in any case, Jeremih new album, Late Nights, begins with a track called Planes featuring J. Cole. He's talking about taking a mile-high trip with a chick, getting high, making love in the skies, and it is probably some of the worst bars that I've heard from J. Cole. I think he just gave him the last rap on the bottom of whatever list that he made a rap on. So, not good so far. Past that, this album is supposed to be R&B, but it sounds like it's for children. I mean, like kids, and when I say kids, I'm talking about kids. Like this song sounds exactly like Ray Sherman or whatever their names is, them corny two little dudes. It sounds exactly like them. That just got a skippies. It's just, I don't understand how you could even start off an album like this that's supposed to be R&B. Impatient featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Now I can tell you when it came on, it sounded a little R&B, but it still sounds like every other song on the radio right now. OUI, the beat was kind of banging, but once again, Jeremih has this falsetto voice where it sounds like he's singing from his ears. I mean, it has no stomach pressure. It's not even coming from his larynx. I don't know who tells this guy that he has this phenomenal voice, but I'm very displeased in this. That OUI song, I thought it has some potential. The lyrics are okay. It's basically talking about being with one woman and both of them together. They can't live without you and I. I don't know. And then we get into Drink. This is so young boy sounding. I don't know who you would even throw this on with. A lady would probably get out of the car and start running down the road while you're trying to play it. If y'all chilling together, please don't cut it on in the bedroom because you will not get any play at all. I mean, it's this bad. And then he has, the song sounds like a bunch of Migos. He actually has Migos on a track called Give No F's or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I actually started laughing at this song called Feel Like Phil because it's Jeremih doing a Future impression. We don't need any more Futures. We don't need one more Future. We don't need a past. We don't need a future. We don't need a present of anyone trying to sound like Future. And then he has Future on a track called Royalty. I don't understand what is going on with R&B music, or what kind of music is this? Can somebody leave a something down the bottom, just please telling me the type of genre this is, because I have no freaking clue. I don't know what kind of music this is. This is not R&B. It's not soul. It's not electro funk. It's not jazz. It's not hip hop. I don't know what it is. Please, someone. This album gets a negative 2.5 on a scale from 1 to 5. I'm gone. I'll be back to y'all with Babyface.
I'm the problem from the bottom, the best from the west. Flow sicker than cancer, digging in your chest. Whoever wanna go at it with me, God bless. Nobody wanted souls, only God left. Battle angels, balls all angles. Next level, I take it to the devil, leave him mangled. Gay you rappers, just enough rope to hang you. You don't got a buzz, go in the club if they playing you. They playing you, telling you you hot. I'ma keep it a beam, I'm telling you you not. Get a job on the corner. Be a cop, matter of fact, go find your kids. Be a pop, box money, airlines, I'm the pilot. We the best, throw this word to the nigga Calvin. Louis on my shirt, hat, Starfield Wilder. But I tell him I can't call it. Cause I made that shot that yeah, I see you on the hey, but I'm coming for the a lot of people coming, wait.
Hey, and I'm back after that rant, I guess. Does it get any better? Does the R&B music get any better? Does Babyface make it any better? Return of the Tender Lover by Babyface. Now, I can tell you, I remember back in, I don't even want to say what grade because I'll show my age, but just sitting in biology class and just listening to Tender Lover. I can tell you, I had a cassette Walkman at that time, and it was something that was passed around the whole class. All of the girls loved it. Babyface is responsible for a lot of people's careers. Tony Braxton, Pink, TLC. I mean, the list can just go on and on and on and on about my man Babyface. So when I saw this Return of the Tender Lover, out of respect for Babyface, I clicked download. So I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and finally it comes through and I press play. The first song, I think, We've Got Love. It took me back. I could tell you, it took me back because it sounds just like the old, probably the same grade I was in when I had my Walkman cassette tape deck. It's the classic, I guess, if that's what you want to call it, Babyface sound. And it just talks about things that we go through, and don't have. But through it all, we've got love, and things will work because we've got love. Now, of course, that sounds like a very, very some nice words you could say to, your mate or your significant other. But if you like that classic old Babyface sound, you'll enjoy that. Fight for Love. It has, this nice falsetto voice, I guess, if that's what you want to call Babyface doing in this song. And it just, talks about hanging in there and staying with someone through your ups and downs. Exceptional. It has a nice smooth beat, but once again, it just sounds so dated. I don't know what year I was in listening to this. It took me back in time. It sounds exactly like the old face, and it's just basically thanking a woman for choosing him. And he's happy to have this certain person in his life and how exceptional that is. Walking on Air, featuring who I love so much, my man El DeBarge. Skippies. I Want You, featuring After 7. Now I can tell you, I'm so glad that Babyface pulled After 7 out. The groove to this song, I actually like it. And the variety of the voices actually kept me interested. And it's basically what it talks about, what the title says. I Want You. I could say this album actually does fit the title, Return of the Tender Lover, because it darn sure sounds exactly like the old Tender Lover. What else we got? Love and Devotion is so predictable. The lyrics are so predictable. I don't know if his granddaughter wrote this, but Skippies. Standing Ovation. Skippies. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Something About You. The beat actually kind of grabbed me, but it still has the same sound. It sounds like he actually recorded this whole album in like one night, maybe even a half an hour. I don't know. This was not worked on. Well, let me not say that. It took a long time for him to come out. It might have been some songs from back when Tender Lover came out, because that's exactly what it sounds like. What is happening with freaking R&B music? Can I get something? Can I get some neo soul? Somebody, give me something, because this is freaking horrible. I'm gonna rate this, and I'm gonna be done. Okay. On a scale from 1 to 5, the Uncle Brisk scale, this gets a 1. Give me something better. I need something to make love to or something. What's going on? Peace.